the person you have to say. I'm disappointed in you. Tapes. I read a lot about
during the conduct of the
elections. Better than this.
During the conduct of the elections, you said that, at least we accused, you said INEC and NYC officials refused to go out because they were scared that they would be attacked.
Sir, these are reports we received from our agents. Listen, in Sapele Ward 8, security agents beat up voters, thus carrying them away from polling units. In Udu, local government was 7. Election materials were seized by thugs. In Sapele Ward 4, a state government commissioner hired thugs to chase away voters. Worst hit were the polling units 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as well as units 14 and 15. There was no election in Ward 8 of Okwe local government due to incomplete election materials. Massive printing at Ward 26 in Ugoli North. Soldiers drove away voters and opposition party agents. In Ward 9, Ethiopia local government soldiers where the PDP
hold on.
You see?
No.
Because
these are the allegations.
These are allegations. And all we said that if we are allowed to do a forensic analysis of the ballot, it will be clear what we're talking about. And I say, please, I'm not in AIT. AIT conducted its own interview. The footage is what I said. Play. Other people who were on in situ were interviewed, including Professor Kiyamo, apart from the candidate. I am saying what really upsets and worries us is that why can't we hold a peaceful election?
That is your graph.
Honestly, why can't we hold a peaceful election
him to beg
in Nigeria?
this issue.
Hold on. He has laid out issues here. Talked about Sapele Ward 8, Sapele Ward 4, Udu local government Ward 7, Okpe local government area, Ward 24 of Ughelli. These are all allegations talked about. Do
you know how many? Number one, these are reports he collected from, or he got from his agents.
From his agents. So his agents will be lying to him.
That is now why there's tribunal. That is so that the agent can be cross-examined. And then he has to prove it, that there was violence. It's not for you to just make a wild claim. If you fail in an election, even a small child, if you fail in an exam, you give your father excuses why you failed. These are excuses they are filing and to satisfy their people here that they created the impression that APC is existing. Now, let me ask you, do they have a ward ESCO? Do they have a local government ESCO? Do they have a state ESCO? What structure will you use to win an election? Do you borrow a structure? The boys working for them are our boys. We gave it to them. We loan them to them, and when we want them, we recall them back.
Okay, so they have no structure. They have on ground
they have no structure.
Yes.
No, ask him. Let me ask Mohammed, who is the chairman of APC in Delta? Excuse me, sir. I'm asking him a school question. Who is the chairman of APC in Delta?
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay, he will answer your question.
No question. This is because Nigerians are not fools. APC was registered less than 2 months ago. So less than 3 months ago. But it's people that make a party. APC is an amalgamation of part DPP, part ACN, complete ACN, complete ANPP, complete CPC in Delta State. We may not have had our conventions, but we have chairmen of the various legacy parties. They have executives at ward, local government, and state level. ACN has, CPC has, ANPP has. Yes, the fund DPP has. Now, these are people who go to vote. It is not titles that go to vote. These are the people who go to mobilize. And one question that you have not even been able to answer is that what happened between 2011 and 2013 that will make DPP that won convincingly and PDP that lost the election to now come and win with over 200,000 votes.
Isn't that what he's saying, that you do not have any people on ground to do your footwork?
What happened?
That's what he's saying.
What happened to the people?
Can I ask you? You have not answered my question. Who is the chairman of APP in Delta? Just tell me.
The chairman of APP in Delta?
Yes.
I don't have to, but I can tell you that Okotiebo is the chairman of our party.
Hold on.
Who is the chairman of APP?
APC. He just
I do not have APC. It's Okotiebo.
He's the chairman.
Adolo. Adolo ACN. I said Adolo is the chairman.
I said the chairman
of ACN is Adolo Kotiebo.
I was talking of
his
APC.
And I'm talking
the party that contested the election is APC. Who is the candidate of APC? Who is the chairman of APC?
The candidate of APC is Ortega Emero.
Who is the chairman of APC in Delta?
We do not have a chairman of APC.
Okay, who is the chairman? Excuse me, just take it one by one. Who is the chairman of APC in Sapele, where you name now?
Don't you understand simple things? Are you that?
You say what is going on? You have no structure and you want to win. How do you win without a structure?
Yes, we do not.
You don't have a structure. You're not on the ground.
We have a structure.
You are just sitting in the air.
No, you are being fraudulent. We have a structure.
Please mind your words.
Listen.
Please. Can you withdraw it?
ACN.
Can you please withdraw it?
I said defunct ACN has a structure.
Can you please withdraw your statement?
Defunct, I will not, because you are
a
trying
fraudulent man.
You see, I said defunct ACN has a structure. Defunct MPP has a structure. Defunct CPC has a structure. DPP defunct has a structure.
Can I ask you a question?
And I now say these are the people that mobilize. These are the people that do the primaries that gave us a candidate.
Let me ask you a question. Because you talk because you have no facts. Honorable Marere of the House of Assembly won under which party? And which party is he now?
Very relevant question.
No, I want to tell you all the members of DPP. Austin Igbaburo is the only member of the House of Representatives that on another party is from DPP. Which party is he now?
Very relevant.
It's very relevant. I want to tell you.
What I told you.
You see, because you don't want to listen, you don't want to learn.
Election.
Let me tell you. Austin Igbaburo ran under DPP. He's now a member of PDP.
I see.
90% of all the members of the DPP in the House have all declared back to PDP.
Absolutely false.
I have told you, call one name who has not declared. I gave you my
How many members? Okay, how many members of DPP and the in Delta House of Assembly?
Can you give me the figure?
I'm asking you.
I have told you. I said 5 of them have declared.
When?
You don't know. You don't know. I pity you. Don't know.
Gentlemen,
I pity you.
Gentlemen,
I don't know. Sorry.
Gentlemen, hold on.
You come and
thank you that you don't come from Delta, and therefore don't talk much about Delta.
No.
Because you don't know anything about Delta.
No.
You don't know.
You know why I'm here, sir?
All you're saying is hearsay. You don't know anything about Delta.
You know why I'm here, sir?
I'm happy you have acknowledged you're not from Delta. So you have nothing to say.
Delta to come here.
Oh, please bring somebody.
But what is happening in Delta is it's not restricted to Delta alone. We are very worried that Delta is being used to test run the rigging that will take place in Anambra in November, that will take place in Ekiti next year, or next year.
You're already giving excuses for failure. You're already giving excuses for failures in those states.
I don't.
All you know that you will fail. You don't want to give excuses.
Victory.
Because we're working hard. You see, I don't just talk.
Because you're working hard.
I don't stop.
You're already giving excuses.
You see, I started something.
Before an exam, a child already tell you he's going to fail.
Okay, he's saying something.
Some people want to listen to some intelligent talk. You see, in the last 2 months, something has been happening in rivers. Nigerians have been watching. Nigerians have not been doing anything. What we have today in rivers is a climate of impunity, where the Commissioner of Police in rivers has become the de facto.
That is not the issue. What we are discussing.
We're discussing Delta.
Listen, I'm linking it.
Don't bring it.
I'm linking it.
It's your state.
When you bring
Rivers is PDP.
Listen.
So you don't discuss. You discuss PDP elections.
And the government
about PDP Delta. Let's talk about Delta. Forget about Rivers. Why are you crying more than the bereaved? Amechi is a PDP man. He has told us from PDP. Why are you crying more than the bereaved? Discuss Delta.
Is that you see the PDP
is running away from the facts.
Is starting starting a policy that might make elections in 2015 a farce. By using the military.
Delta Central.
By using the military, by using soldiers, by using the police to thwart the will of the common people. Now, listen. No, it's very important.
We have to go on break.
Right.
We have to take a quick break here. But before we go on break, there are some tweets that have come in here, and I just want to take them. Ikechukwu, plenty of tweets, but let me just go straight. Ikechukwu says the PDP chairman is shouting, and he should tender his arguments diplomatically. That's from Ikechukwu. Toby Enoch. But then, Akim Adebisi says the same thing that Ikechukwu said. Alkali Maman says, Delta Central, why would Mr. Oboshi say they loan their boys to APC? Adediran Muni says, the PDP chairman should explain the concept of our boys. Abel Okodua says, there is no credibility in last Saturday's poll. Jibola Akomolafe says, Mr. Mohammed is making a point with facts. The other man is not. Agemo ID says, APC versus PDP. What's going on? We'll take a break and we'll be back. But when we return, we'll be listening our break. We'll listen to some people make some comments about that election, about 2 or 3 gentlemen that were interviewed by Channel Television. We'll be back shortly.